The Philadelphia Eagles are currently standing on the edge of a massive transformation, a total shift in identity that could either propel them to a Super Bowl championship or leave the entire franchise in absolute ruins. Everyone is talking about the roster, but there is something much deeper happening behind the scenes, a tactical, personnel, and psychological overhaul that has been kept under wraps until now. This isn't just about a few new faces. This is about the complete re-engineering of a contender. If these four massive variables break the wrong way, the 2026 season could turn into a total disaster. But if they align, we are looking at a masterclass in roster construction. You're not going to believe the shift in offensive philosophy that is about to catch the rest of the league completely off guard. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest NFL updates on the planet. The first piece of this championship puzzle is the most dangerous secret weapon currently lurking on the Eagles' defensive front. We are talking about a breakout season that could redefine how opposing quarterbacks view this pass rush. The rise of the hidden edge for the past 2 years, the league has been sleeping on a monster. In the third round of the draft, the Eagles took a massive gamble on a guy who was playing safety at Cornell not that long ago. It was a move that left draft analysts scratching their heads, but it has turned into one of the most underrated steals in the modern era of the NFL. This player is no longer a project. He is a weapon. After showing flashes of brilliance in 2024 and surviving the pressure of the playoffs, last year served as the official coming-out party. He led the entire team in sacks and interceptions, a dual-threat capability that is almost unheard of for an edge rusher. But here is the terrifying reality for the rest of the NFC. He only played 62% of the defensive snaps last year. Despite that limited workload, he racked up 55 total pressures, 31 hurries, and 17 quarterback hits. When you combine that kind of raw, untapped potential with his growing technical understanding of the position, you have a recipe for a double-digit sack season. He has moved from being a raw athlete to a technician who understands how to manipulate the pocket, even when he isn't bringing the quarterback to the turf. Who is truly responsible for unlocking this kind of defensive terror? Drop a name in the comments below. Is it the coaching staff, or is the player simply hitting his physical peak? But as good as that defensive front looks, the real mystery lies in the heart of the defense, the linebacker room. It's a gamble that has left fans asking, why walk away from proven talent to trust a complete question mark? The middle of the field gambled the decision to move on from a staple of the defense in favor of a young and proven prospect is a move that reeks of high risk, high reward. The front office looked at the salary cap, looked at the medical history, and decided to hand the keys to the middle of the defense to a 2025 first-round pick who is still learning the nuances of the game. The numbers for this young linebacker are fascinating. Last year, he graded out as the 14th best off-ball linebacker in the league, according to major analytical outlets. He proved to be elite in coverage, ranking 5th among his peers, but he still has glaring holes in his run defense. The Eagles are betting that with a full year in this scheme, increased strength, and a better grasp of the playbook, he won't just replace his predecessor. He will upgrade the position ceiling. He brings a physical profile that the team lacked. 6 feet 3 inches, 235 pounds with blazing speed that allows him to cover sideline to sideline. The coaching staff is reportedly looking to turn him into a heat-seeking missile, utilizing him as a primary blitzer in a way that creates chaos for opposing offensive lines. If he hits his stride, the defense becomes faster and more versatile. But if he struggles with the mental demands of the position, the middle of the field becomes a massive liability. It's a massive transition, but the offense is undergoing an even more radical change. Wait until you hear why the passing attack is about to change forever. The transformation of a franchise receiver, we have seen greatness from him before, but what is coming in 2026 is going to be different. For years, he has played the role of the refined, technical wide receiver operating in the shadow of a dominant counterpart. He has produced incredible numbers, shattered franchise records for rookies, and consistently put up 1,000-yard seasons, but he has always been part of a collective. That ends now. With the departure of the team's other primary target, the target share is about to explode. We are talking about a volume of production that could rival the greatest individual seasons in team history. Look at the trajectory. As a rookie, he was the focal point and produced immediately. When the offense became run-centric, his stats fluctuated, yet he still found the end zone at a career-high rate. Last year, he was arguably the best receiver on the field regardless of who else was playing. Now, entering his prime, he is being unleashed. He is one of the most explosive, intelligent route runners in the game. He can win from the slot, he can win on the boundary, and he has the reliable hands to thrive even in double coverage. If he replicates the kind of usage rates we saw from other star receivers in similar high-octane systems, he isn't just looking at a good season. He is looking at a career-defining year that could land him in the upper echelon of the league's top-tier wideouts. But all of these individual breakouts depend entirely on one thing: the man calling the shots on the sidelines. If the new offensive scheme fails, all of these individual talents could be wasted. The offensive overhaul, the coaching staff brought in a new mind to run this offense, and the early reports from the locker room are glowing. The word being used is masterclass. This isn't just about tweaking plays, it's about a complete philosophy shift. For too long, the offense felt predictable, almost stagnant. The new system is designed to do exactly the opposite. It is built on the pillars of movement, misdirection, and purpose. We're talking about implementing the zone blocking principles that have defined the most successful offenses of the modern era, systems designed to make the life of the offensive line easier and the reads for the quarterback cleaner. The biggest change: the quarterback is going to be under center more often, setting up a more balanced, efficient attack. Gone are the days of window dressing motions that serve no purpose. Every shift, every motion, and every alignment now has a specific, calculated intent to force the defense into a disadvantageous position. The offensive linemen have been vocal about this change. For the first time in years, the veteran tackles are talking about having actual help in the run game. They are shifting from being static blockers to being part of a fluid, mobile, and aggressive unit. They will be able to play with more power, use more leverage, and, most importantly, operate in a scheme that doesn't just rely on individual brilliance, but on tactical superiority. If this new offensive coordinator can actually maximize the quarterback's ability to work under center, use the receivers as chess pieces, and bring efficiency back to the ground game, this team is going to be nearly impossible to stop. But if the scheme is too complex, or if the transition takes too long, we could be looking at a frustrating, disjointed season that squanders the prime years of a talented roster. This is the reality of the 2026 season. It's a high-stakes gamble where every single piece is interconnected. The edge rusher needs to dominate to take the pressure off the secondary. The young linebacker needs to anchor the middle to keep the defense honest. The star receiver needs to carry the load to keep the chains moving. And the new offense needs to bring it all together. Everything is on the line. The potential is limitless, but the margin for error is razor thin. We are witnessing the birth of a new identity, and the next few months of training camp and preseason are going to tell us exactly who this team is. The stage is set. The pieces are in place. Now, it is time to see if they can turn this potential into a championship-caliber reality.